Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. I'm filming the 10 random Slimming World questions tag. I was tagged in this by the lovely Rachel from Bales 1986 SW, which I will link below. I still have my husband next to me, so if I get distracted or if he gets up to some mischief, I do apologise. So I'm going to sit down and attempt to answer these questions. While I've been watching, I've just watched Rachel's video and I have had a few ideas, but it is mostly off the cuff. So we will see how we go. So thank you for the tag, Rachel. I think it was started by Jane from Jane SW. So the first question is, you are hosting a dinner party for some friends. What 3-course Slimming World friendly dinner would you make? So I think I've got 2 or 3 options for starters. I think I'd either make the Heinz, the sort of trick Heinz tomato soup with the pickled onions. I've just done a recipe for falafel with tzatziki dip, so I think I'd make those. Or I've just found another recipe for potato skins with cheese and bacon, so I think I'd have one of those 3. Then for the mains, again, I've got 2 or 3 ideas. I'd probably either do the Diet Coke chicken, my slow cooker lasagna, or Mayflower curry. All of those with stir fry veg and rice. And then for pudding, I'd either do Eton Mess, you know, with low-sin meringues, flavoured yoghurt and fresh fruit, and maybe a bit of choc shot, or I'd do flavoured quark. Oh, I know what I thought of when Jane first did this vlog. I'd do my key lime pie puddings, which are the key lime pie flavoured Hartley's jelly for half a sin, some fruity flavoured quark and 12 grams of grape nuts. So maybe do those, or I'd probably do some kind of cheesecake recipe out of the magazine, which are usually around 5 sins, because with me doing Slimming World just on my own, and you know, I don't have a family to cook for, I don't often get the opportunity to cook something like a cheesecake. So I think if people were coming, then I'd definitely make like a Bailey's or an amaretti cheesecake that's usually around 4.5–5 cents a slice. So yeah, loads of ideas there. Question 2 is, you've forgotten your lunch, what would you grab from the supermarket or convenience store? Well, first, I'd be maybe looking if there's a Subway, because the Subway salad is a treat for me, and I'd definitely go out and grab a Subway salad. If not, if it's just the supermarket, then I'd definitely get one of the bowls of salad, being very careful to check for dressings and added extras. I'd probably grab a pack of ham or chicken pieces probably. I'm more fond of chicken pieces than ham. I'd probably grab some of the ready-made boiled eggs, and I'd maybe hope that I'd got some kind of balsamic dressing in my drawer at work. But I'm very lucky that I do work from home, so I'm used to having everything I need in my cupboards. I think it's slightly different for me if I'd forgotten to get my lunch prepared the day before. I do still have access to my oven and things like that, so I'd probably bash up a quick omelette or egg wrap. I've usually always got sausages in the freezer, and I can just Linda McCartney sausages you can just do in the Actifry. So yeah, I'd knock up a quick omelette or egg wrap if I've forgotten to get my lunch out of the freezer or prepare anything else. Again, I've always got salad in the fridge and things like that I can quickly knock up. Question 3 is supermarket sweep. You've got 60 seconds to grab as much Slimming World friendly food as you can for free. What would you grab? I'd definitely go
me.
I'd grab Andrew.
I'd grab me.
I'd definitely go to the meat aisle first. So I'd grab loads of chicken breasts and 5% mince. and bacon, bacon medallions or dry cured unsmoked bacon. Maybe grab a few Muller Lights or a few of the more like posher yogurts, and I think at the moment I'd be grabbing some Greek style natural fat free yogurt. So I'd maybe grab a little bit of cheese, but I have got quite a bit of cheese in the fridge.
Pea snacks.
What, sorry?
I said pea snacks.
Pea snacks, yeah. I'd grab some pea snacks. I'd grab, I think I'd then go to the frozen and I'd grab loads of frozen fruit and frozen veg. I think I'd maybe go to, if I was in Morrison's, I'd go and grab some of the new Kit Kat Sensations because I just want to try them, but I don't want to pay the price for them because they're $2.99 I think. So I think I'd grab a box of them to try. I'd maybe grab some low fat ice cream, and I'd definitely grab some bits from the chocolate aisle. You know, some of the things that I know are low sin. I was looking for the foam sweets the other day, but I couldn't find them, so I'd maybe try and grab some of the foam sweets. I forget what brand they are now, but I'm sure you all know what I mean. What else? I'd probably grab some Frylight, or I'd probably spend a lot of time faffing, so I'd grab some chocolate sachets and some hot chocolate sachets and quark. Loads of things you could grab, and things that you can't immediately work out, you can work out on the calculator afterwards or look up on the app. So question 4 is, a new member has joined Slimming World. What's one piece of advice that you would give to them? I'd probably just say keep going and never give up. That's my biggest piece of advice. I think the next piece of advice would be to mix it up and keep things fresh. Keep trying new things. Retry things that you thought you didn't like, because there's been a lot of things. For example, I tried falafels quite a few years ago when they were all the rage, and I've just made them again and I didn't like them, and I've just made them again today and I really, really like them. So it's worth trying the old things that you thought you didn't like. Question 5 is, do you exercise? If so, what do you do? Yes, I do. I walk my dog Alfie every day for about half an hour. I also have just I've just been doing Couch to 5k. I'm on week 6, although it's not taken me 6 weeks, it's taken me probably about 8 to 10 weeks, because I keep repeating weeks, keep repeating runs, and I missed a few runs due to the snow. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm actually managing to run the distance that is required each time. So I'm quite happy with how that's going. So I do 3 runs a week for Couch to 5k, and then on top of that I do 3 sessions at the gym. So I do, my Saturday morning session is one of my Couch to 5k runs on the treadmill. Then on Monday evenings I do a fitness stretch or dynamic conditioning class, and on Tuesday evenings I do 20-25 lengths of swimming and a aquafit class. So yeah, and if I'm on holiday or away from home, I will try and keep up a lot of walking and try and get in my 10,000 steps a day if I'm on holiday. So question 6 is, whereabouts on yourself have you noticed you've lost weight the most? I think it's in my face and around my neck, where I've got some lovely cheekbones and collarbones. Definitely around here. And I can also feel this bone here at the top of my neck, which I couldn't feel before. And I've also noticed that I now do have a waist. So yeah, it's all coming very nicely. It's sort of hourglass shape. And the question 7 is, do you have any weigh day rituals? Yes, I do. So I weigh on Thursday at 5:30, and I eat normally. I eat normally on Wednesday, I eat normally on Thursday. I would normally eat around 5 o'clock, But on a Thursday, I eat my evening meal after group, so that's a bit of a ritual. But the most important ritual for me is I see my husband Andrew.
That's me.
Yes, and he says good luck and gives me a kiss, and that must be our ritual every week. And when I walk out of the door, I mean, this is more a genuine ritual, general ritual. I'll say be good boys when I go out of the door. So yeah, I'll leave Andrew and Alfie the dog behind and tell them to be good. He tells me good luck and gives me a kiss. And then just before I go in the room, there's a toilet, so we must have an emergency wee. But those are my way day rituals. Question 8 is, what meal would you cook if you had a budget of £7.50? Now, I've not been a budget shopper, I must admit.
Say that again.
But I think since discovering Aldi, I think I'd get some of the Cajun chicken sizzlers, which are free on the plan. I'd get some of the golden vegetable savoury rice. I think it's Aldi Essentials. And I'd get probably like a box of salad, because that might work out slightly cheaper than buying all the bits. But I probably could buy, not quite sure how much the sizzlers are, probably about £2. The Aldi Essentials rice is less than £1. So I think I could probably get a cucumber, a pepper, a punnet of tomatoes and a bag of salad for the rest of the money. And I'd probably, if I did have any money left, I'd either buy a Muller yoghurt or some quark and hot chocolate sachets. To be fair, I do have a lot of flavourings, hot chocolate sachets, sin things, a big sin basket. That's why I'm not currently in my shopping hauls. There's not been many sinned items because I've got a big bag. So I could probably live for quite a while using my sins out of my sin basket. But yeah, that's what I'd buy: some chicken breast, some savoury rice and a bit of salad. Question 9 is, have you kept any of your old clothes from when you started your journey? Yes, and I might get Andrew to film me wearing these. Yeah. So some of you may recognise this, because this is from the photo that I quite often put up. But this is a 30 to 32 top from Yours Clothing, and it is stretched. And you will recognise it from one of my starting photos. So if I put it across me like that, and that is size 30 to 32. And then my trousers, some black wide leg trousers.
We need a wide angle lens for these.
Yeah, I've got my wide angle lens on as well. And they are a size 32 from Simply Be. And you can see how big they are.
I think we both can get in there.
Yeah, maybe we'll try in a minute when I try them on. But that is the only thing I've kept. All my other big clothes or bigger clothes I've given away, either to the Slimming World clothes throw. I've given some to a neighbour, and I've posted quite a few bits out to people who asked for them on YouTube. So yeah, now in my wardrobe I've only got things that fit me, apart from these two. And the final question is, sum up your journey in 3 words. So the 3 words I'd like to use are, number 1 is consistency. So I found what helps me is being consistent every week, sticking to the plan, following it to the letter. And as I always say, it's not what I do this week that counts, it's what I do every week. So I'm consistent every week. The weight losses aren't always consistent, but if I'm consistent, then I know the weight loss will come. The second word is confidence. I have really noticed, I don't know whether it's due to losing weight or it's due to doing the YouTube channel and the other social media, but I have definitely noticed an increase in my confidence. My face shines. I've got increased confidence in cooking, even in driving, in public speaking, in speaking out and being heard in my professional life, in speaking out at group and sharing my opinion, in doing live videos, all sorts of things where my confidence has improved. And the last word I'd like to use is persistence, or to keep going, if I can cheat a little bit. Definitely what I have always given up before when I've tried to lose weight. I've always wandered off it and gone back to my old habits. But I'm really finding that despite all the hurdles that life throws at you, despite sometimes having a disappointing week, what really works is being persistent, never giving up, and that's what's really worked for me. So I think a lot of people have already been tagged, but I've just had a quick look at who I'd like to tag, and I'd like to tag Vicky from Vicky's World, Nikki from Nikki Connolly, and I think Claudia's already been tagged. But if you haven't, Claudia, then I'd love to see your answers, and if not, then I'd like to see Marcia from Lady Marwa. Those are 3 new channels that I've recently been watching, so I'll link all those channels below. I'd love to see your answers to these questions. If you're not following Slimming World, then I'm sure you can adapt them to your own plan. But thank you so much for watching. I will probably now add a clip of me wearing these clothes. But please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Well, here we go. This is unbelievable even for me. I have tried them on a couple of times throughout, but it's been quite a while since I tried them on. As I say, this was a size 32 top. You can see there is definitely enough room for another person in there. I will insert a picture as well of me wearing these. So that is a size 32 from, where did I say it was? 30 to 32 from Yours Clothing. And look, there you go. That you can see that my trousers have just fallen down. So if I pull this up, can you see? I'm not sure if that'll come across on camera, but the waist is falling down to here. If I just leave them, and if I move, they probably will fall down. And that is how much. I'm sort of trying not to, because they are elasticated waists, I'm trying not to pull it out, but that is how much room I've got in the waist. And if I move at all, and you can see also how much room I've got in the legs. They are wide legged. Hang on, they're coming down again. They are wide leg trousers, so my thighs didn't completely fill this, but you can see how much more room I've got now, and how much they're puddling at the feet. So yeah, bit of a laugh really, and I'll insert that picture now. Thanks for watching.